Hi guys, welcome back. This is 2000 Gaming again with another Lost Sword content. In this video, we're just gonna be talking about Nia and what do I think about her. I haven't pulled her yet, but I've seen in the internet like lots of endgame players are saying like she's in the middle. If you really wanna like invest, like for me, the same as if you're a new player, if you don't have that much gems, I do always suggest you try to build your story team. Okay, story team first. And I do always suggest getting Morgana Le Fay and Loeria. Those two are the quintessential. You can plug them up on any team that you want. Because Morgana Le Fay decreases cooldown reduction, and she has this nuclear bomb, like a ticking time bomb that like gives like a full load of damage. Loeria has sustains and heals and gives shields for the team. Okay, and then that keeps you alive for the story, and then it's up to you what you want to put in. Maybe put in your Clarice there, the new quintessential damage dealer, together with your Flame K. And then the third one, it's all up to you. If you want to put in Galahad for immortality, if you want Belsi for like more tankiness and stun, you can also put in Nia. But again, at the end of the day, then you branch out to whatever you want. You want to do a mage team, and then you want to do a full knights team. It's all up to you. Or if you want to go hybrid. But for me, I'm still gonna be pulling for her. If you don't have gems, maybe get one copy of her, or maybe if you're in the middle, maybe T3 her and maybe get like monthly copies to make her T5 in the future. But like again, she is fairly decent for me in my opinion on what she gives us off the bat. Okay, so let's talk about her and her kit. But like firstly, we talk about her assets. Okay, the team has done quite significantly well on her assets. I think they've given her justice with the mace and everything else, bro. She looks tight, and I mean it in a literal sense, tight in every way. Oh my god, like she's really good. And if you buy the premium for like the PT would be $40, and once you buy that, you can put her on your, she's gonna be your teacher, teaching you how it's done. You know, if you can want, depending on your fantasy, it's all up to you. But like it's not here or there. We're talking about her skill kit. Okay, so I'm just gonna cover her here. We're talking about her skills now. So skill wise, again, manager of Bachanalia, allies critical damage 20%, so it will go up for more increases on your skills here. So it will give critical damage buff to all of your team, and then she's a bit like selfish with the critical hit chance to inflict more damage. She's pretty cute, by the way. Okay, she's pretty cute. I just wanna point it out. Next would be this one. Okay, this is for me. I like this skill because like additional damage when maximum stack is reached. Maybe if you put in like the pet for Flame K or Lohen Green for more stacks. Okay, accumulates mark on the target, and if it reaches 5 or more, deals an additional hit equal to 288% of the attack. Okay, so detailed activation condition: activate if enemy has 5 or more mark cast by self. So decreases the target's damage reduction 1% per stack. Okay, so how many stacks do I need here? Can be up to 10 times. So that's 10% damage reduction. Okay, it's not ignore damage reduction, because ignore damage reduction is only applicable for enemies who have that same description. This one, on the other hand, it decreases the damage of the enemy, making your team survive. If you want to put her, like if you're great, like if you want, like I'm thinking, like if you want to put her on a story, so you can put Clarice Flame K. You want to put in Morgana Le Fay, Loeria, but problem is Belsi would be there. Or if you want to put her there, you can do so as well. But the problem is you don't have Diane Kent to buff your like Knights team. It's a bit like a tug of war between that. But like my thinking would be like, again, if you go to oopsie daisy, if you go to Belsi, right? Belsi is another problem character. Problem meaning she's so bad. She's a baddie. Okay, I have the skins, and you know what that skin entails. So she has this ability. So damage reduction. That's a damage reduction on her to make her tanky. That's why she's very tanky. Defense reduction 25% to inflict more damage to the enemy, because that's a debuff, decreasing their damage. And then she also has stun, the same as that lady. But this one makes her a bit tankier herself. On the other hand, you can use her in a way, because Belsi, you can use her on story as well, because like she decreases the damage. Okay, let's go back again. My Pikachu is working overtime. Here, let's talk about this one. Okay, so But the problem is it needs to stack. Okay? This detailed activation activates if any enemy is 5 or more mark. Buff, cast by self. Stacking effect, decreases target's damage reduction 1% per stack. Gain upon reaching 1 stack. Can be acquired up to 10 times. Okay? Cannot be removed. So that would be her stack. Debuff. So, and then, she also has a stun, just like Belsi. Okay? Cannot take any actions, duration 1.5%. And she also has another stun on her ult for 4 seconds. Okay? Cannot stun and then additional receive 14% additional damage when receiving damage. Additional damage receive 14% additional damage when receiving damage. So you will debuff another enemy as well for you to inflict more damage. My thing would be like Belsi makes herself tanky to frontline the enemy. She, on the other hand, she's a mid laner. So Clarice and Flame K can be in front because Flame K can put shields. She can be your Belsi in a way because like she has the ability to decrease the damage provided that you have those stacks. Okay, it will decrease the damage reduction. Maybe you can equip her with Carp Dame card just for the heck of it. You know, in a way. And just imagine her using in your PvP. Okay, I don't play PvP, but like I want to just goof around with the enemies there if I'm playing what's this one? PvP in the Colosseum. Okay, this is technically my team. It's kind of crazy in a way. So I might be changing this because Belsi would be the stunner, stun, and then Claire is stun as well, the nun, because when she dies, she inflicts stun. That's why I don't have equipments on her so that she can inflict. She will be the first stunner before Morgana Le Fay activates her refresh skills for your enemy. So she stuns that, Belsi stuns, and then Galahad with immortality, and then destroys the enemy. So that's my idea. But again, I might put in instead of Galahad, I might put in Nia. I might put in Nia on top of so that would be triple stun. You can do triple stun and then with shields from Lueria and Flame K. I think that would be the case for me. Okay, so again, if you want to pull for Nia, you can go ahead and pull for her. I think she's a very good character to have. But again, if you're a new player, the thing of the matter is Flame K is here. Okay, Flame K is here. You need to pull for her because she's really, really good. Okay, she's really, really good. And there's also a select pickup banner here. You can get Morgana Le Fay and Lueria here as well. If you're a new player, I do suggest get Morgana Le Fay, Lueria here, and get Flame K, and you're practically sorted. And then, if you want, you can get the pet of Flame K because this one increases the attack speed, just like Lohengrin. And then, the thing would be, the main draw would be her pet. Okay, Nia pets. The Nia pet is really good. She's the first ever character to have this capability wherein damage reduction minus 10%. It's almost like you're getting really tanky. Maybe like if you're doing harder content, instead of putting attack speed, I know attack speed is king in a way, but if you have your damage reduction there together with her decreasing damage, and then you have the Carp Dame card on her as well, just imagine those decreased damage capabilities while inflicting a lot of damage with Flame K and Clarice. I think that would offset the attack speed. Like that's just my theory crafting there, if you think about it. So I will be pulling for her. I'll be T5ing this pet. So that's just my 2 cents on Nia. Nia asset-wise is really good. Man, like, bro, like that's what I like about this game. Some people do tend to say, I wish Lost Sword would be much more well known, but I do suggest, I hope not too much, because censorship is really a bad thing, and it's a biatch with the censorship. Lots of things going on in the gacha space. They're very into those, like they're cracking down on the gacha game, because again, I feel like gacha games is more on the foreign services side because they're trying to sell you characters. That's why there's lots of female characters. That's why some game developers are doing male characters. That's why you see lads love in this space. There's like more otome games. Like otome games, do I need to call that, like, yeah, guy games for girls, okay? Because it's a niche side of things, because like they're trying to get the female demographic going on there. Again, if you want to pull, if you don't just focus on the Steam, because like again, at the end of the day, the game is really good, wherein they rerun characters often compared to other games. They're giving you FOMO. In this game, there's no FOMO. Okay, there's no FOMO. They'll be coming back. Don't worry about it, except collaborations. Okay, so I do believe in the devs. I do believe this consistency of like they're giving us this one. I think the best way that they've given us is, again, the capability of, where's my Pikachu? Oh my G, my Pikachu is gone. Oh my G, my Pikachu is gone. Anyways, before I click anything else, so I hope I don't get demonetized. So if you want to pull. If you don't. It's fine. But for me, I have my resources to do that, so I'll be pulling. So hopefully you guys like this insight. This is again 2000 Gaming, and like, subscribe, hit the bell icon, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out. Bye bye.